Scarlett Johansson is one of the most famous actresses in the world, but her journey to the top wasn't easy. Before the red carpets, the Marvel movies, and the millions of dollars, she was just a young girl in New York with big dreams. She faced rejection, struggled with self-doubt, and had to fight to be taken seriously. This is the real story of Scarlett Johansson, from early struggles to global fame, and how she built an empire on her own terms. Scarlett Ingrid Johansson was born on November 22, 1984, in Manhattan, New York City. Her mother, Melanie Sloan, was a producer with Ashkenazi Jewish roots, and her father, Carsten Johansson, was an architect from Denmark. Creativity was in her blood, but success was far from guaranteed. She grew up in a modest household with 4 siblings, including her twin brother, Hunter. Money was tight, and the family lived in a small apartment. Scarlett once described herself as a theater geek, often rehearsing scenes in the mirror and dreaming of being on stage. Her parents divorced when she was just 13. That emotional upheaval left a lasting impact, but it also deepened her emotional sensitivity, something that would later become one of her greatest acting strengths. From a young age, Scarlett had one clear goal: to act, and not just for fame, but to express herself, to feel alive in the characters she portrayed. That passion would soon drive her into the heart of a tough industry. Scarlett's journey into acting began early. At just 8 years old, she enrolled at the prestigious Lee Strasberg Theatre Institute in New York, a place known for training serious performers. She quickly stood out not for her fame or looks, but for her raw emotional depth. Her early auditions didn't always go well. She was told she was too intense for commercials, but Scarlett wasn't interested in selling cereal. She wanted to act. In 1994, she landed her film debut in the fantasy comedy North, playing a small role. It wasn't a hit, but it got her foot in the door. Her first real recognition came years later in Manny and Lowe, 1996, where she played a 12-year-old runaway. Her performance earned her an Independent Spirit Award nomination, an impressive feat for someone so young. Then came The Horse Whisperer in 1998, directed by Robert Redford. Scarlett was only 14, but she held her own alongside seasoned actors. Critics praised her calm, commanding presence and emotional maturity. Suddenly, Hollywood started to take notice. But this was just the beginning, and the road ahead would be anything but smooth. Despite early praise, Scarlett Johansson's path to lasting success was far from easy. Transitioning from child star to adult actress is one of the toughest moves in Hollywood. And Scarlett knew it. In her teenage years, she was often overlooked for major roles or typecast based on her looks. Hollywood didn't quite know what to do with a young actress who brought emotional weight instead of bubbly charm. She had to fight to be taken seriously in a business that often prioritized image over talent. Media scrutiny became intense. Her voice, her body, her private life, everything was put under a microscope. Scarlett later revealed that she felt hypersexualized by the industry before she was even 20. She was constantly being told how to behave, what to wear, and what kind of roles she could or couldn't play. Many young actors might have faded at this point, but not Scarlett. Instead of breaking down, she quietly focused on sharpening her craft, taking on smaller, riskier roles in indie films, and refusing to let the system define her. Scarlett Johansson's breakthrough didn't come with a blockbuster. It came with a whisper. In 2003, at just 18 years old, she starred opposite Bill Murray in Sofia Coppola's Lost in Translation. The quiet, poetic film earned critical acclaim, and Scarlett's performance was hailed as soulful, subtle, and wise beyond her years. That same year, she impressed again in Girl with a Pearl Earring, showing her incredible range in a role. 2 Golden Globe nominations followed, and suddenly, Scarlett wasn't just a promising talent, she was a force. Over the next few years, she proved herself again and again. In Match Point, The Prestige, and Vicky Cristina Barcelona, she played complex, layered women, earning praise from directors like Woody Allen and Christopher Nolan. She could shift from indie darlings to big-budget thrillers effortlessly. But her biggest leap came in 2010, when she joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow. It wasn't just a role. It was a cultural moment. Scarlett became the face of a new kind of female superhero, powerful, intelligent, and emotionally rich. From Iron Man 2 to Avengers Endgame, her portrayal helped shape the tone of the entire franchise. And with it, she became one of the highest-paid actresses in the world. But behind this success, Scarlett remained grounded, always chasing growth, never resting on fame. Asterisk, as Scarlett Johansson's star power grew, so did her financial empire. With back-to-back blockbusters and a string of award-winning performances, she became one of Hollywood's most bankable actresses. At her peak, she earned over $56 million in a single year, making her the highest-paid actress in the world in both 2018 and 2019. But Scarlett didn't just rely on acting paychecks. She became a savvy businesswoman. Major endorsement deals with brands like El Ariel, Dolce & Gabbana, and Calvin Klein brought in millions. Her voice work, like the AI companion in her, proved that even without being on screen, she could command global attention. In 2021, she made headlines again, not for a role, but for standing up to one of the biggest companies in the world. When Disney released Black Widow on streaming and in theaters simultaneously, it hurt her box office earnings. Scarlett sued Disney for breach of contract and won. It wasn't just about money. It was about fairness and protecting the rights of artists in the streaming age. Her win set a new standard for actor contracts in Hollywood. Once again, Scarlett wasn't just following the system, she was reshaping it. From red carpets to courtrooms, she continued to prove that she was more than a movie star. She was a powerhouse. Asterisk, while Scarlett Johansson was building a career in the spotlight, she was also learning how to protect her private life from it. Behind the scenes, her journey was filled with both joy and heartbreak. She's been married 3 times, first to actor Ryan Reynolds, then to journalist Romain Dariac, with whom she has a daughter. In 2020, she married comedian and Saturday Night Live star Colin Jost. The couple welcomed a son in 2021, marking a new chapter in Scarlett's life. Motherhood. Unlike many celebrities, Scarlett has always valued privacy. She rarely shares details about her children or personal relationships, choosing to keep her family out of the media spotlight. But what she does show the world is strength, the kind that comes from years of learning, evolving, and setting boundaries. She's also used her voice for causes that matter. A longtime supporter of women's rights, poverty relief, and cancer research, Scarlett has quietly contributed to organizations like Oxfam and Stand Up to Cancer. In recent years, she's become more selective with roles, focusing on projects that challenge her artistically and align with her values. She once said, "I don't want to be pigeonholed. I want to keep surprising people." And she's done exactly that, not just on screen, but in life. Asterisk. Scarlett Johansson's impact goes far beyond box office numbers or award nominations. Over the course of more than 2 decades, she's crafted a legacy built on talent, integrity, and quiet resilience. She's one of the few actresses to successfully balance massive commercial hits, like the Marvel franchise, with deeply human, emotionally rich performances in films like Marriage Story, Jojo Rabbit, and Her. Each role shows a different side of her, vulnerable, fierce, funny, or completely silent, but always unforgettable. She didn't follow Hollywood's rules. She rewrote them, from facing early rejection to taking on the biggest film studios in court. Scarlett has shown that success isn't just about fame, it's about courage. She proved that a woman in Hollywood could be more than just the leading lady. She could be the leader. For young actors around the world, her journey is a blueprint, Stay true to your passion, know your worth, and never be afraid to evolve. Scarlett Johansson may have started as a girl with a dream in New York City, but today, she stands as one of the most respected, versatile, and powerful artists of her generation. And her story, it's far from over. Scarlett Johansson's life is a testament to perseverance. From a struggling young girl in New York to a global superstar who shaped modern cinema, her journey proves that the most powerful stories are often the ones told off-screen. Didn't just play strong characters, she became one, in her own way, on her own terms. And in doing so, she's inspired millions. If you were inspired by Scarlett's story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful life stories of the world's most iconic stars. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. And tell us in the comments, what's your favorite Scarlett Johansson role? Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep chasing your story.